Welcome back to Dragon Quest Builders 2! So I didn't like the blue roof, so I changed it. I like this better. I'm still not 100% on it, but I like it better. And I have an idea about what I want to do to top it off real nicely. So I haven't done much other than put the ceiling in here, and I rounded out the outside corners. Which I'm not sure why I didn't think to do that in the first place. That's mostly it, though. And just because it looked like a big flat surface, I put these two things up top, which are kind of nice, I guess. And then there's still a big ol' empty space back here that I feel like needs something going on, but we'll get to that. We have other tasks to do today. We actually have a lot to do today, really, so let's get to work. So first things first, I gotta check my mail, because I got a letter like 3 videos ago and I never looked at it. Yeah. Dearest Tofu, how do you fare? Are my subjects behaving themselves in your kingdom? The population of Moonbrook has increased of late, thanks, no doubt, to my regal effervescence, and in some small part to the peace you brought here. Royal regards. His Majesty, the King of Moonbrook. P.S. You are hereby ordered to keep this message as a treasured heirloom. Alright, whatever you say, guy. Man, immediately going back to what he was like at the start. He was cool by the end. Oh! Just in case you didn't get kind of a hint to use the mirror. You get, obviously this was back before we turned her into Princess Pepperoni. But anyway, we actually need to head back to Furrowfield real quick. Man, it feels bad going alone. We're going back to Furrowfield because I did a little bit of research into where all of the Seeds of Life are, and there are actually 3 per chapter. And we missed one back here. As far as I can tell, we got all of them in the other chapters, but we missed one of them in Furrowfield. So you have to head to the east side of Furrowfield, east side of northern Furrowfield, near where the windmill was. And on the tallest peak, there's the windmill off in the distance right there. On the tallest peak of the tallest mountain is a treasure chest. Way the heck up there. See, this one's funny because would I have ever found this one? I mean, I probably should have. I should have been climbing mountains. You can't just put a mountain and then not have me want to get to the top of it. How did I not climb up this mountain? Probably because it was a pain in the butt. When I did most of my exploration, I didn't even have the sail yet. There we go. Seed of Life. And that's it for here. So the King of Moonbrook mentioned a whole bunch of new residents moving in, and what's funny is if you go back to Moonbrook, there's a whole bunch more civilians in town now. Oh, a couple other things I did while I was out and about. I made the Falcon Blade. That's the thing that I did. So the Falcon Blade, not technically better. I mean, technically it's better, but than what I have currently, but only just. Like, attack 42, strikes twice, so 84 damage compared to 82 damage. Negligible, really. And that's it. Everything else here is worse than that. The only other thing is if we want a magic up sword, and this one is 80. Which I feel bad that, like, we just learned how to make this Aurora Blade. That could be cool. worse than anything else that we can make. So, you know, there's that. Not what I'm looking for. I'm kind of sad because there are not a lot in the way of good weapons right now. Like, there are 3, 4 weapons left in the game. And I'm pretty sure all of them are stronger than what we have currently. But they're also all restricted to post-game, pretty much. Because even the liquid metal sword, we can't get until post-game. So anyway, with all that done, let's go ahead and work on what we have left to work on. Build rooms your residents like. We're going to be making 5 of these rooms, and we also need 5 to unlock a recipe, so 2 birds with 1 stone. Build a spa resort. This is something else we can tackle. It shouldn't be too difficult. This will also knock out the other recipe we have to unlock, which is build new rooms. So, good to go. That's it. And then everything down here, these 2 we cannot complete any more of until post-game. This one, however, I think we're technically not supposed to be able to complete this until post-game. But I think we can do it. Because this is the one that makes all kinds of different tiles on the map. So, it says of 26. There are more than 26 different styles. And I have searched and searched, and I cannot find a comprehensive list. However, in looking at what all the different people, everybody has put together, I think I can put together 5 that we don't have without having to go to post-game. So let's go ahead and take care of that one real quick. Oh, you know, while I'm at it, for a laugh... Okay, I have... Okay, so we're going to be doing this, down here. This is kind of the only big area that I haven't done anything on yet. And I don't even know if it's technically part of anything. So, this will be relatively easy. So first, let's just have a laugh. I'm going to make a very quick room. Okay, doors, doors, doors. Always have plenty of doors. Small room. Nice and easy. And then I'm going to go find... Wrecking Ball. Oh no, I hit him. Okay, I don't think it worked in time. That looked stupid. And it was, kind of. I don't think it worked in time because it takes a minute to register rooms. But an empty room with a wrecking ball in it is a room. Or maybe I got it on Crumble Done by accident. But it is a room type. It's called a doomed room because very soon you're not gonna have a room. But anyway, that was... I was kind of hoping we could knock out our last one hilariously with that. Let's go ahead and do the tile map, though. So what I'm going to do is... There's some you can make just by... Let's do this faster. There's some you can make just by filling in liquids. And we have a good couple liquids that we could use to fill out additional spaces on the map. So, it's hard to tell where one area begins and another ends. Where one, like, tile on the map begins and where another one ends. So, I'm going to be making, I think this is 8 by 8. And we're going to fill that in, and we're going to see what happens. So, out of curiosity, what do I have in my bucket? Water. We're going to have to do better than that. Let's try lava. Well, that's one. That sure is a tile. And we need them all on screen at the same time, so let's keep going. Give muddy water a try. I think that'll be one. What is going on? Oh, I think it's too close to the lava, so it's trying to, like, evaporate it. That's hilarious. Let's see if hot water is. I don't know how much I trust this one, but we'll find out. Like, that looks a lot like regular water to me. Alright, if that's 3... then we should be pretty well set. If it's not, we may have to scrounge a little. But so, a couple other ones. I'm just gonna even out the area here. So, a couple other ones, I went back to Crumble Dun and grabbed some of the Citadel blocks. So, see how this one goes. Really? Is that not a whole one? I got a little bit more. Let's keep trying. There we go. Okay, Citadel. There's another one. These lava blocks should be as well. Yeah, I see it up already. Oh, it's making this melt too. They're not both showing up at the same time. Wow, rude. Okay, so one more. One more we can do. As soon as I kill this idiot, because he's a monster that spawns near lava. Heck! Where is he? Oh my goodness. So the last one is the leafy spoiled soil. Let's give this one a try. So this is actually kind of a tricky one to get a hold of, because when you break the block with your hammer, it just turns into spoiled soil. Not leafy spoiled soil. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're not getting it with that. The water is having trouble existing all at the same time. 3 of 26? Really? All of that only got me 2? Well, frustratingly, I don't think we can do this yet. If we can, it's going to be some inane thing that I'd be here for hours experimenting and trying to figure out what it is. But I can't figure it out. The 2 different lava blocks are supposed to be 2 different tiles, but it's not showing up as 2 different tiles. The Citadel blocks are supposed to be its own tile, which it's not showing up as its own tile. And that's at least 2 right there. The hot water is also not its own tile. So it's just a lot. We can't do it. It's frustrating, but we can't do it. So everything else we're going to have access to in post-game, so we're just going to have to come back then and finish this up. So in the meantime, let's go do something else. So I'm going to come back here real quick, because I'm going to grab the Residence Registrar. I've still got it here. Good to see. I'm going to plop it right down right here because as soon as I make these rooms, I'm going to destroy them. As soon as I'm done with them, we're just going right back to what we were. So, looking through, I have to choose 5 rooms. So, what are the easiest 5 rooms to make? A high fancy is rough. High fancy is rough. So we're gonna go with something small, you know? Honestly, the Furrofieldians are all pretty good, for the most part. So let's go ahead and grab Rosie. Perry should be pretty easy. Fancy, anything low fancy. We can make a huge room, but anything reasonably low fancy. You know what, let's go ahead and make a huge room with 1 fancy. Oh, it's cheeky, though. Well, we should be able to manage. One fancy. Hey, there you go, all 4. So those are our 4. Since we closed down, we can open it back up. We can see them right in here. So we need 2 size, 1 fancy, with natural ambience. Should be pretty easy, I imagine. We'll find out, I guess. I'm often wrong. Small room. Small, natural room. So this is... It's hard to tell how many stars this thing has. If for size, specifically for size. Yeah. Yep, everybody's showing up. Everybody's here and happy. That's not where I wanted to go. Okay, so we're looking at Rosie. So 2 size, 1 fancy. Let's go ahead and make it a little bigger. Hey! I was overthinking it. So when it says 1-star fanciness, it means 0-star fanciness. Easy. Hey! We still gotta do 4 more, though. Hey! Oh my goodness, I was wondering when this was gonna friggin' unlock. Okay, more on that later. We have more people to please. So Rosie was 2-star size, 1-star fancy. So your smaller room, but fancier. That's actually gonna make it a little harder, but we'll see what we can do. There we go. Hooray! Alright, next! Who else did we bring over? Carol! Huge room! One fancy, gotta be a little cheeky. Ooh, you want cheeky too. Wait, did I only bring 4 people over? We need 5. Oh, well, crap. We'll figure something out. Alright, well, let's get you first. 2 size, 1 fancy, but cheeky. Aha! 1 light is enough to be cheeky. And you know what that means? I have a whole lot of lights left. So next one is a massive, massive room. And you know what? I don't think Arid Earth has... yeah, normal ambience. So I think I could just make it out of this. Giant room. Here we go. This is gonna be Carol's room. Hey! 2 lights was too fancy, so I had to put a light and a book in. Yay! Okay, now we just have to do 1 more. Yeah. I feel so bad that I'm gonna destroy all these rooms immediately. There's, honest to goodness, there's not enough space on this island to build rooms for everybody. I may have mentioned before, there is a room limit. Beyond that, it stops recognizing rooms as rooms. And if I wanted to make a room for every resident that I have at this point, I wouldn't have enough rooms. Like, it's rough. Anyway, let's see who else we can get. I don't think we can transfer anybody over here yet, which is a little frustrating. So let's go, yeah, 5 stars. Holy crap, Ortelli. There is a 5-star. That last room was just 4-star, large. Ooh. 5-star? 5-star size? 1 fancy? Cool ambience? That's easy as cake. Okay, Felicia, we're making one for you. I just need a block that does not give fancy, but gives cool ambience. Okay, I think that's just enough cool. Hopefully we're not too... We're also just barely not fancy enough. I think the copper tile floor does make it a little fancier. But with any luck, I think we're good. What was it, you? 5-star? 1? Heck yeah! So if you just want to do this for completion's sake, it's not hard. This is all you have to do. I make the walls... I try to find a material that's suitable to what they want to make the walls out of, and I make it the appropriate size. Then I just fill it with crap until it's fancy enough. You can use silver for the floors to make that fancier. Silver blocks are probably pretty good because I have a lot left over. I don't know why, but I have a lot left over. And silver is cool, so if somebody wants a cool room with some fanciness, just make it out of all your silver blocks. Getting a certain amount otherwise, though. It does get to be tricky. If you want, say, a lot of fanciness in a natural room, it gets tricky. Also, Castle Wall. Castle Wall adds fancy. And cool. But anyway, apologies to everyone. That should be everybody home. And everything is back to the way it was before I decided to do all of that. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like building over in Crumble Dun too much. Mostly because it lags so bad. I don't know what's going on over there. Well, not the lag, like the room lag. Maybe it's all the rooms I've made and destroyed over the ages. But it's just really hard. Like, you make a room and you gotta wait 10 minutes for it to recognize that it's a room. Anyway, there's not a lot left for us at this point. Yep. Built the room, got the associated thing. We still have to make a spa resort. And that's it. That's all we can do. Make a spa resort. And there's only one more unlockable item, and that'll get done when we make a spa resort. So, I was mentioning I didn't like how the top of this thing worked. So let's see if we can't do something about that. There we go. That was harder than it had any right to be, but now we have a staircase to the roof. And now we have all this space to build things. That looks like a pretty good starting point, at least, and we can go from there. So the time-consuming part of this is going to be me figuring out how exactly to go about so I can do that. If I put a block on top of this, it does not heck up the floor. Okay. I mean, this is still going to be a pain in the butt. Alright, that's looking like a pretty good start. So let's see what we can do from here. So the spa resort is a two-part room, much like the various other rooms that we've made between the restaurant and the castle and the inn. The inn, that was on Crumble Dun, the inn. So it's the same thing. So there's two different rooms that we have to make here, conjoined by one room and a door, and we should be good. So on one side, we have to make a spa. Gotta make water. So I grabbed some pretty big ol' rocks. Let's see what we can make these look. These do. And then just grab some tiny little dudes. 4x4 is 16. It needs to be minimum 10. There we go. What else does it need? I think it needs a spa spout. Cool. Need some water. Hey! Needs to have one of those on it. Let's see here. I mean, they're happy that I made the spa, so good for them, but I'm not done yet. Yeah, I mean, you guys keep being happy. I'm cool with that. Man, all these hearts. All the love. I can feel the love. Hey, we'll be getting in there. I'm not done yet. Whatever. Let's see here. So what else do we need? We need hot water, floating water petals, which is done. We need the spa spout, which is done. We need a bathing stool and a wash tub. Well, I just happen to have a stool right here, so let's go ahead and get that stool down. And let's go make a wash tub real quick. I doubt I have a wash tub on me. Wash tub, these are never where I think they're gonna be. There it is. Okay, wash tub. Bop. Are you displeased? Okay, so I think you need 3 of each. So, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey! And that cello should help us out in this next one. You know what? That's a bigger pool. We need more pedals. And that means we get to go to work over here. First thing we do is put up a railing, because that is dangerous. But that's the cello, which we learned how to make from... There it is. Which we learned how to make from... something. Oh, making a new room. We had to make like 50 different rooms or some such, so that's how we learned how to make that. And we need, for what's coming up, none of these. But we are going to need, if I can find it... Why are railings always so hard to find? Need a little bit of railing, you know, just in case. Could be dangerous. We need 3 musical instruments. Ah, crap, they were in there. So let's go with 1 of each. Let's see here. We're going to need a chair or 2. Let's grab 2 chairs. Let's grab 3 chairs. They're effectively free. So we need 3 chairs. We need... You know what? I'm going to make a stool. We need... curtains. We need curtains. I don't know how many we need. I think just 2. Okay. So, to make the spa, one half of it has to be the, well, spa. So many hearts. The other half has to be a music room, which seems awkward to me, but you know what? Whatever. You do you. No, I don't want it to go too high. I couldn't tell I did it because we're lagging, because I've got so much crap going on here. God dang it. You know what? Good enough. Do I have any? I sure do. Aha! Okay, so we need 3 instruments. That is a big piano. Holy poop. How big are these? 1 each? 2 each? Okay, well, we're gonna make this work. So you put a stool in front of a piano, it makes a playable piano. You don't have to have a playable piano in order to do this, I don't think. I think you just need 3 instruments. So I'm going to do that. We need some curtains, which I'm just going to put on the wall. And we need some chairs, because, I don't know, people want to watch. I do not like the music. Holy crap. I was expecting that piano, honestly. I was expecting that piano to be tops 2x2. So that kind of threw my plans off a little. Okay, so everybody's really happy. These chairs are awkward. These drums are kind of awkward, too. There we go. We did it! There's our music hall again. So this is a spa resort now. Oh, that means it's a spa resort down here, too. What happens if I look at the map? What does it even show? I hate this. It did not occur to me this would heck things up by building this on top of the castle. God dang it. I mean, I like the room up here, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. So, we're effectively done. We did all the tablet targets. We've got all the crap going on up here. We've got the nice building up top. I need to put a roof on it to really top it off in the end. I don't like that being up there now. I liked it before, I don't like it now. I don't know where else I'd put it. Just out in the wilderness somewhere, I guess. I mean, yeah, I guess it's kind of a spa. It's a resort. They go there to chill. Well, maybe I'll do that, and then I have no idea what I'll do with the space up top. I'm going to worry about that another time. So I'm going to put a roof on this thing and say until next time, everybody. You know how many roof tiles I have? I have so many roof tiles. I'm going to put a roof on this thing and say until next time, everybody. Get up there. We're done here, so it's time to wrap our business up.